Saturday morning board game show. I'm Katie.
I'm Amy Eggs.
I'm Melissa.
And I'm Kevin, and back there is Hannah, Jonah, and Larry. Welcome to the Saturday morning board game show. We have a lot to show you. Will and Sarah are not here, but our prayers and love go out to them because his grandfather passed away. But we are happy to show you some things here on the tables and couch. And we want to first say thank you to our sponsors. We have 3 sponsors for today's show. We have the app. We'll be showing off some content from them. We have Game Toppers, which...
Ooh, lovely Game
Our
Toppers.
new mat.
A new mat.
I love it.
And they were had the fun joy to be at TantrumCon.
Yeah.
So,
Got to play on the nice surfaces.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really good.
Nice.
So thank you, Berkey and Game Toppers. And then our third sponsor for today is Lucky Duck Games. They have a new Kids Chronicles downloadable content that we're going to share some information about for that. So, we ready?
I think we're actually starting here on the couch.
I know.
Kevin switched up
I know. Will,
the
Sarah, and
schedule.
here. I'm just like, I'm in charge.
What are you doing, Kevin?
He's doing whatever he wants. Watch out.
Whatever I want. All right.
So we're taking a quick look at Agricola.
You do that while I finish the Twitter post.
Okay. 15th anniversary edition.
The top here.
Yes. Well, Kevin and I have one of the original Z-Man ones.
Yeah.
So this is the one we've been using for years and years. There have been a couple other versions that have come out, different publishers, all of that, but
This one seems a little bigger.
it's definitely an upgrade.
I have things I like and I don't like about the 15th anniversary
So
edition.
you'll notice that the box has it doesn't go all the way down, but that's by design
A little cutout.
because this actually lifts up and there's room in the bottom.
That was good.
For all the player boards,
Yep.
rule book.
Actually, I want to show you the player board, or no, the main board in the expansion, or sorry, in this edition. And I think in the, it actually folds out. Where in the base game, here we go. It folds out. Where in the base game, well, little puzzle
Yep,
piece.
and depending on player count, you add in
Nice.
different sections.
I
of
believe in the newer editions they do this, but our old edition
Fits
does
so
not do
well,
that.
I can't take it apart. Okay.
that. All right, let's look at this middle layer really quick. It has.
But don't pull up for that. There's certain ways of pulling it up.
Kevin knows how to do it better than me.
So you pull it up. You always hold it by the middle.
Because
If you hold it up by this is what happens.
Oh, yeah.
See, and then just like
And all the sheep get out.
And all the sheep, yeah, so you always pull it up by the middle. And yeah, so the old, I guess we should do some comparisons real quick. So the old game, the sheep and the cows and the
they're cubes.
cubes.
Cubes
They're
compared
square sheep.
So this was a Minecraft version.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then
to
we got-
mine and little
Although I will say, Melissa and I bought online.
Nice.
We had already upgraded
They
ours.
upgraded the components themselves, but
Yeah.
this one comes with the upgraded components.
And I don't know some of the other versions if they went to upgraded ones or if this
I don't think so.
So even the fruit, like the pumpkins
The
and
pumpkins.
the wheat.
No.
Yep, that was the.
That was our original version.
Yeah.
Just little circles.
Circles.
Yep. There are some interesting different things I noted when I opened this.
What's that?
That's for an expansion.
An expansion that's apparently in there. This is a
Butterfly?
a fairy. There's a
Yeah,
little
you have
fairy.
berries in Agricola.
So it has some.
And candy.
It has some of the fan expansions, I think, or some of the unusual expansions that were hard to get. This is where the cards
Yep.
are. So
Nice. So they all stay together and they don't fly all over the box.
Supposedly.
Yep.
In theory.
Yep.
I mean, it's got room for more cards. That's why they have it like
Yeah.
this. So
They
Or
can
sleeves.
we could probably put some foam in
Or
there.
sleeves or something. Yep.
And then so I like all the components and I like the storage solution for this. Here's some things I don't like. You would think in an anniversary
we're gonna
edition,
put it back while
you would think that they would just say it's got everything that we've already done so far, like all the expansions and all the like new stuff. Nope.
So it doesn't have all the expansions.
All the expansions that have come out. It's just the base game plus some fan stuff that has come. So maybe.
Oh, so maybe that's coming out soon. Maybe they didn't get it ready in time for the 15th
Saving that for the
anniversary.
20th anniversary.
Maybe.
Should have waited.
My one complaint.
So Kevin and I do enjoy Agricola, so we enjoyed playing with the new version.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like they kept the. I feel like they kept the artwork pretty similar.
Yeah. Here's the guy.
Oh yeah.
He's on
guy
the side there.
Oh.
It's
He's-
exactly the same.
Oh, he's a little older. He's a little more gray, silver.
I was
in
gonna
his,
say, yeah, maybe he got highlights. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't even know if they can see it from far
Yeah,
away.
they can see that. Totally see that.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's Agricola 15. If you've never played Agricola, you like a heavier worker placement type game, I'd say.
Punishing game.
Sure,
Ooh,
punishing.
nice.
The punishing is that it's very hard to feed your family in this game,
Yes.
and that's very important. So I would say if you like that type of like worker placement type games and you want something really challenging, then try Agricola and get the big box with all the deluxe stuff. So that is Agricola. So I think we're headed to the table. Let's do it.
Hey everybody, good morning. We are taking a look at Samarkand Bazaar. It's a game that's actually put out by Eagle Griffin Games, but here's where it gets a little tricky. So there are actually two games in this game box. It uses the same side of the board, you kind of flip it back and forth, and the same components to play both games. And these are remakes of really older games. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bazaar originally came out in like '67. And Samarkand came out in like the 80s. They're both designed by the same guy, Sid Jackson. And I think originally they were not even put out by Eagle Griffin Games. It was put out by a different publishing company. So what they've done is kind of combine those two older games, given them some new artwork, same general rule set, if I am reading appropriately. I didn't play the old ones. And of course the new publishing company. So what we've got on the table right now is Bazaar. So here's how this works, everybody. The first thing we're gonna do is roll a die, each of us, to figure out which cube we start the game with. So you'll start with the yellow. I'll start with the yellow. We actually get to put it right there on our player boards. You can never have more than 10 cubes. There's obviously 10 spots for them. The objective of the game is to have enough cubes on your player board where you can turn them back in to complete one of these 5 or 4 objectives. Okay? If you complete an objective with nothing in the middle, then you're going to score kind of this first column here on the player card. If it's got a star in the middle, you'll score the second column, and if it's got 2 stars in the middle, which we don't have any of those up front, here you'll score like there's 2 stars. Okay, and then it's all about, your score is all about how many cubes are left on your player board after you've discarded all of the cubes to complete the set.
So you really want to manage and have it exact.
So you want to manage. Up here, we've got 2, and you'll have to forgive me, I don't remember the name. They're like trading cards. Okay, so it works on either side of the equation.
Okay.
Either side of the equation. So you're up first, Hannah. What you can do is you can either roll and take a new cube, or you can trade on either side of the equation on both cards.
Wait, is this a math game? So trade on what?
No, it's not really math. It's more resource. It's like true resource management.
So I'm either roll or I'm trading my yellow for something?
For something else.
You
and
can.
here's your
Anything
kind
else.
of key on what you can trade, but there's
trade.
not just a single yellow on either side.
Okay, I understand.
Yep.
So I got to roll for a white.
There you go. So now your turn's over.
That
So
was-
I'd roll. I'll get
Exciting.
a blue.
I will roll. And you just roll?
So now you've
So
got the
now-
option to roll or trade.
So I could trade for a blue,
That's right.
and then if I trade, I'm going to go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I'm going to trade in for a blue.
Oh.
And then what would this card flip or do anything, or just stays the whole game?
Nope, it saves the whole game.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a red.
Oh man, I need to trade.
People are talking about how I'm not wearing my Tantrum House or my TantrumCon crown in the comments, and that's because it's a TantrumCon exclusive. You'll have to come next year.
I would love to know how many folks watching us this morning just hung out
Yeah.
with us last weekend at TantrumCon. And if you are watching and you didn't hang out with us last weekend, then shame on you, because we had a great time.
Absolutely, I did get to meet Matt. He
And
came
also
up and
we
introduced himself.
Missed you.
Yes, we
I guess.
did. Those who didn't join us, we did
Is
miss
it my
you.
turn?
Yes,
Yeah.
I got a
Okay.
blue.
Okay. I'm taking another red.
What are we doing?
I would
here?
like to get
I need a
another blue
trade.
and 2 greens.
No, I want to get a blue and 2 greens.
On the die as well, there's a wild side where you can
Ooh.
choose any color, but I don't think anyone's rolled that yet.
Got a red. I wanted green.
Perfect.
That. Okay, I think I'm trading in a 2 reds and a blue
2 reds and a blue
for a green and a white.
Ooh.
Okay. So.
Nope.
Okay.
So
I'm
that
gonna
is
trade.
how you play Bazaar. Once
2
you
blues.
start completing the stacks here, there's 5 cards in every single stack. The game ends when 2 stacks are completely empty.
Okay.
However, when 1 stack is completely empty, the cards with no star in the middle start scoring like there is a star in the middle.
Okay.
And the cards with 1 star in the middle start scoring like there's 2 stars in the middle. And it is the first person, or I'm sorry, it's the person with the highest point total after 2 stacks are completely empty.
And they're only expecting us to get to 20?
The when I played it most recently, I think I made it all the way to 30.
Okay.
So we lapped the board
30.
one time.
What did we get money for?
That's the other game.
Hi, set it up. Perfect.
Brilliant.
So on the other side of this game, I'll flip it over just so you can quickly see it. Although I won't set it up and play that
Whoa.
side because
There's
Okay.
money.
Because it is a completely different setup. But on this side of the board, it is, I always say the name wrong, Samarkand is what this side is. This is a trading, selling, bidding game. You can kind of see the board is sectioned off into these squares. And these squares, you can sell your resources. And these squares, you can get new resources. And these squares, you have to trade your resources or kind of offer them up. And it's all about getting the most money
So
to
it's a
win the
little
game.
Istanbul-like.
Yeah, a little bit Istanbul-like, and of course it uses all the same components. So all these cubes, they'll actually end up going in the bag, and there's one color, black cubes, that we did not use for Bazaar, that you do use for Samarkand, but they end up going in the bag, and you've got just some other pieces that you can play for this game. So it's actually a twofer. It's a 2-in-1.
Absolutely.
It is Samarkand Bazaar from Eagle Griffin Games, and now we're headed back to the couch.
Hello, welcome
This
back.
is a video, you can talk.
You know, it's doing the wave first for it to catch up.
What are we doing?
You're holding the box.
I'm holding the box.
What are we doing?
Distant Suns by Yellow. This is a not a roll and write. It's a roll and write type game. And Melissa's going to explain us a little bit about it. But before we do, people are in the comments talking about TantrumCon still.
Oh,
And they mentioned when's TantrumCon Canada. And Katie said,
Oh, I'd love to visit. I would love to go to Canada and explore and visit. And it's just, all the pictures I ever see are beautiful. I've only been to the very southern tip of Canada
kind
ever.
of interesting. Over the years, people have been like, because we're growing TantrumCon in the south here, people have been like, when are you coming out west? TantrumCon West, when are you coming up? When are you doing a TantrumCon cruise? And so now we have multiple ideas. TantrumCon Canada, TantrumCon Cruise, TantrumCon West, out.
I vote for Canada.
Sounds good. We'll have to take a vote and be like, what's the next one?
well, distant suns. We can go out to space.
TantrumCon in space.
Oh, well, I'm also doing that.
So, distant suns. What's gonna happen? Kevin and I have played. Katie, you have not played.
I
don't
have
think?
not
All
played.
right. So we're just gonna do a few turns of
Yeah.
this. Basically, the idea is we have randomly put out different
Yeah,
shapes.
these are all inset in the board.
There's extra ones that we could have put in, and the shapes here correspond to, if I've done it correctly, the shapes that we've picked.
Yeah, these are fun little
Yeah.
polygon things.
Yeah.
So the basic idea is the different shapes have been connected with a certain icon, and you want that shape. So this shape I want to cover the alien heads with.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get certain shapes to cover certain things or surround certain things. The way we do that is first player is going to choose one of these, and this is double-sided. I am going to pick what I draw and then what everyone else draws.
Oh, how fun.
Yep.
And we all have to start where our little ship is at
Okay.
the front, so probably can't get...
Now, are these all the same? These
Yeah,
little
they
drawings?
are.
They're all the same. Okay.
All
You
right.
have the prime position, so everyone's going to look at your paper, Katie.
I know. So y'all
Draw
keep in
well.
mind, this is my first time. So if I'm drawing these in a really terrible pattern, you know.
So Melissa, you're drawing this one, and we're drawing 4 in a line?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
I'm just going to
Draw.
So
And so
I'm
this is-
gonna
you can use
pick
this
the
to-
little TIE fighter thing, and I can
And you
get
can-
to the symbol that wants
You
that.
can just draw it, Katie,
So
if you want.
I'm assuming though that I'm using this to help people visualize where I could go.
That's true.
But
And then you're supposed
you have to
draw
connect to the
this-
next one based off
You
of
have
this
to,
movement.
yes, wherever you go here, you have to go off of it. And you're supposed to draw a little picture
Like
to
that.
remind you what shape it was.
The one that matches.
Well, there's not a swirl on this board,
No,
is
you're
there?
matching
So basically, you're going to, if I remember correctly, get points for putting this shape by this shape. But you don't have that shape yet.
Oh, okay. So I can fill it in however I want.
Yep.
All right.
Now, the yellow spaces, you cannot go in. They're
They're
outlined.
bolded. Yeah, see, they're bolded.
Oh, okay.
They're going to want this shape surrounding them.
Oh, like on all sides. So I've already messed up.
That's okay.
You want it on some. There's slightly
You
different.
also
strength.
want to get to the corners because
Okay.
they're going to give you points.
Oh, I see that.
First
10
per-
for first person,
Yeah.
5 for everybody else. Oh, 8, 15 and 8. Well, it's hard,
'Cause it's
hard
really
to get over
far.
there.
It's a distant
Oh,
sun.
Oh, that makes sense. Space exploration. Oh, it's a distant sun. That makes sense.
So I get one of these power up thingies that does something. It gives me a benefit
Yep.
later. But yeah, so then Kevin would do it. There's tops and bottoms, so this could be selected again.
So I'm going to choose this one like this.
Nope. You don't move that. You take the next
I'll
one.
take the next one,
It
thank you.
blocks
Oh,
that.
you can't use those.
Oh.
But there is a
There's
bottom,
a
so
bottom.
you can slot them in on the
So I'm
bottom.
using this
Okay.
one, and you guys can do the little ship.
So this one's wanting a like longest contiguous line of those shapes.
Okay, so I shouldn't have filled it in this way. I should make a difference between the different shapes.
Yes, you do need to know which shape is which.
Okay. This is the kind of game I would definitely play with colors, I think, and just say this is color is this.
So you'll get points for filling in aliens with these shapes, but you also lose points for every alien that's not filled in.
Mm-hmm.
So I might just decide to do that shape on an alien to finish it off.
I think I will.
Finish him.
Because I don't know if I can fit him in right here.
So basically, you're going to be continue to take turns and take rounds. And here, oh, Melissa, you've got some examples.
I did. That can go, yeah.
There, can we see those examples, Ryan? Ish? Yep. All right. So someone did some nice shading in that one, and some...
Shading. Yeah, Sarah did that one.
Sarah did that one. Yeah, so those are different ways of getting points. You're looking at the different places you're going to in the corners, the different shapes, and then you're counting up some bonus points there at the end and count up your points. So
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
And
and it'll be different every
And
time.
it'll be different every time you play because it'll be different.
yeah.
These
Yeah.
little things
And
switch
say
out.
Kevin did this. There's now not room. Someone could still do it down here,
Right.
but the number of turns that you have in a round could change depending on where people put their things. Because now you can't put anything
Keeping them
here.
there. Yeah.
hmm
I see that. That's very interesting. That's an interesting
Yep.
round changing mechanism.
So that is Distant Suns by Yellow. Check it out if you're interested in that. And we'll go back to the table.
We're back, and we're looking at Space Jam: A New Legacy Serververse Showdown.
More space.
More space. However, this one has LeBron James in it, so
And Bugs Bunny,
obviously this is the winner.
the more
Okay.
important character.
This is a game from Upper Deck. It's a family-friendly, small box. Plays really quick. The box officially says 30 to 60 minutes. I've played through it twice now,
Okay.
and I'm going, at what point are you playing for an hour? But
Yeah.
but the box says 30 to 60. Now, this game does play up to 5 people, so I haven't had the chance to play it with all 5 people. So I guess maybe 5 people,
That would
really slow. Throw in the
a lot of AP.
throw in the teaching time as well. You'll play for an hour.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Cool. So here's how this works. In front of you, Hannah, you
Yes.
have a court and a bench.
Obviously.
Okay? On the court, you can have up to 3 character cards.
Okay.
And on the bench, which is underneath the court, you can have up to 3 character cards. This
Okay.
very first card that you were given is your first person on your bench.
Okay, so the bench.
Okay?
Got it.
Here's how
Ooh.
this works. On your turn, you need to recruit a new character card to your team.
Okay.
What you have to do is you have to guess whether or not the number on this card that you can't see is higher or lower than your current number.
What are the numbers? What do they go to?
They start at 1 and they go all the way up to about 7.
Ah, so if you're starting with a 2 and I'm starting with a 7, I will probably be lower than a 7.
There you go, and I'm probably
Got
going to be higher than a 2. So
Got it.
if I go first, I'll say I'm higher than a 2. Surprise, I was. So this card now is actually on my court.
Okay.
Bench, court.
Excellent.
Okay? When I recruit the card and I got it correctly, I actually get to do the text at the bottom of the card. So this particular card, if you guys can see him there, this particular card says when you recruit this, you may play the text of one of your opponent's cards.
Oh. And
your card says, when you recruit this, move any card into that player's bench. Well, that card was already on your bench, so not the best ability to start the game, but we just started, right? Okay, great. Now I've recruited. So I've got one other thing that I can do on my turn, which are my actions, and there's 3 total actions, and I can do 2 of them.
Okay.
You can't repeat. So the first thing you can do is shoot. Okay, if you're shooting, you can only shoot with players that are on your court.
That makes sense.
Okay, you shoot and you score points based on how many basketballs they have on the top left of the card here.
Okay.
We're playing to 21.
Okay.
Okay.
Typical pickup game. Got
Yeah,
it.
there you go. The second thing you can do is you can glitch. And what glitching does is... That's a good question. I forget what glitching does. But I'm going to remember in a second. There's a third thing you can do, which I remember. You can substitute, which is you can take a player from your bench and put them on your court.
Okay.
Or from your court and put them on your bench.
But not switch them. Just one up and one down.
Yeah, one up and one down.
Okay.
And the last thing you can do, I'm going to cheat and look because I forgot what glitching was.
It's okay.
Oh, you can eject a card from your bench and use its ability again.
Okay.
Okay?
There we
Ejected cards go to the discard pile up here. They don't count for points.
Got
So
it.
for instance, on my turn, I might say I want to shoot. I'm going to score 1 point. I actually get to take one of these cards and put it here. That's my point tracker. We're playing at 21. It's 21 cards. And
So
kinda
because there is
your-
one basketball, you get 1 point.
There you go.
2 basketballs, 2 points.
Yep, but he's on my bench. I'd
Right.
have to put him to my...
Okay. So I'm gonna say my 7.
don't
I'm
do
gonna
that.
get lower.
Okay?
So, what happens if you tie? Like if it's the same
Ties
number?
go to your bench.
Okay. So he is lower. So he goes to my court,
That's right.
and I can place the top card of the game deck onto my bench.
Yep.
So I can look at it.
Yep, and put it on your bench.
And what does hacked mean?
Hacked means we flip over this smaller stack of AI cards, and we now have to play by a brand new rule
Ooh.
until we get a new AI
Okay.
card. This rule says, let's all sit on the bench, substitute a card from your court to your bench.
So we have to switch them out.
There you go.
Okay. And so now I have to take 2 actions.
2 actions.
I'm gonna put this card up to my court,
Yep,
and then I'm gonna shoot with Porky Pig for 3 basketballs.
there you go.
So I take 3 of these
There it is.
and have got 3 points.
That's it. You keep playing that direction in that way until one player has 21 points, 21 cards. Again, this plays 2 to 5 players. It probably takes somewhere between 30 to 45 minutes depending on your player count. And very simple family fun game. Of
Yep.
course, you've got all the fun art of the Space Jam world tied in with the
Looney Tunes?
Looney Tunes. I almost said Animaniacs,
Nope,
but that's
Looney
not it.
Tunes characters.
That's not it. You've got all those fun artwork cards. You've got lots of glitch cards, the AI cards, which will change the rules throughout the game. So that kind of makes it fun to play with friends and
I
family.
think this is the only way I could ever beat you at basketball.
This is probably true. This is probably true.
Probably true. Yeah.
But anyway, that is Space Jam: A New Legacy Serververse Showdown from Upper Deck Games. We are headed back to the couch.
Oh, hey!
Hello.
We are back at the couch and we are playing Rainbow Pirates by Goliath Games. So this is a set collection game with a little bit of a twist. We're gonna jump right in. We've got black cards that attack, and
They're
then
pirates.
yes, and then the rainbow cards, which can be used for set collection or to negate your attacking cards. If you have a set of 3 in your hand, you have to play it on your island. Also, if you have a rainbow pirate, you have to play it on your island immediately.
Like right now?
Yep. As
Or
soon
on
as-
your turn?
As soon as you get it, it's got to go down. Yep.
Here we go. Here's my first. Here's an example. 2, 3, 4.
So you can make either sets of the same number or runs.
But if you've got at least 3 in your hand, you have to play them down.
I've got this. It's a kitten,
a pina colada, and me time for the captain.
So we'll say that it was your turn first since you're the only one who had stuff to play.
Okay.
So you can either play cards on your island.
The same thing.
Okay.
You can rearrange your island. You can take cards back into your hand.
Oh my.
And put different cards
And
out.
make it fit better.
However
said
you want
have
to
to play a rainbow.
I'm gonna do this one.
If you got a set of 3 that you can play, you have to play it.
I
Do
just
something
did
about
this.
A rainbow pirate.
The rainbow pirate has to
Yes.
go down.
If you have a rainbow pirate, it also has to go
So-
down.
I play this on my turn, and now I can play this, or
Yep, you can play cards in your island, you can rearrange your island, or you can play your attack
you
cards.
can play as much as you want.
as
and
many as you want in any order.
I'm gonna play
Rude.
Blind
a
beard.
blind beard. I can steal 2 cards from somebody's hand without looking.
So,
Whoa.
blind beard's weakness is
a
the
bubble.
bubble bath. So if we had the bubble bath card, we could play that on blind beard, and he would be happy and would not attack anymore.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take cards from Larry.
Fine,
Oh,
I'll play
you
the bubble
played the bubble bath.
Oh! Ah ha ha!
It sounds like my
Take
kids.
that.
Don't maybe take a bath.
Do you have anything else you want to do?
Well, that was what I wanted to do. Mess it up. I'm gonna play. How about I play Island Thief?
Ooh.
Steal one
Steal
card.
1 card from an opponent's island. Nobody's got an island. Oh, I
He's got
do.
an
I
island.
I have
do.
an island. What if she steals
Does
me
it just
out
go
of
in my
a
hand?
three?
Then you have to take it back into your hand.
Watch out! I'm taking some me time from you.
We'll have the discard over there.
There we go, Larry. I was gonna get your cards.
So to end your turn, you
Dare
either
you.
take
Oh.
both of these or you draw 2 from the deck.
Oh, I can take both, or
Mhm.
I'm gonna go from the deck and just see what kind of crazy I get. Uh-oh, I got this. Does it already go down?
Yep, immediately goes down. Because there are cards that,
Steal
like this
the
one,
pirate.
you can steal from other people's island. That's why they've got to go down right away.
Okay,
Okay,
there
I
it is. We got
cannot
a rainbow
play.
pirate.
Get out of here! I can't play to my island.
When does the game end?
When we use up this entire deck,
Mhm.
or at a different point in time.
I believe it's when you.
You were
play
booing Jonah
other-
just a second ago.
He's not here anymore, so it's fine.
When you play all the cards in your hand.
Oh,
No.
you mean when somebody's out of cards?
Play all the cards in your hand.
I guess that means like one person's able to play
Yeah.
everything into their island that
Yeah.
they.
That makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so
Your
I'm
turn.
just gonna start. Here we go. I'm gonna do this.
Oh, boy.
I got blind beard. I'm gonna steal from. You only have 4.
You only have 4.
I'm gonna steal from Larry. What are the odds? He has 2 bubble baths. Come on.
Is that a bubble bath? Oh my!
Take that.
He's
Okay.
destroying one of his potential money makers
Okay,
though,
fine.
by like getting rid of all his bubble bath
Oh,
cards.
I should put the discard out here because I have a card that lets me pull
Oh,
from the
boy.
discard.
Cheating.
Choose any card in the discard. Is anybody gonna block it with a pina colada?
No,
Oh!
Larry.
You're the worst.
Larry's just stopping the fun.
Quote for the day.
Fine. Okay, I'm gonna play the captain then and force you to give me a black card from your hand.
Oh, I thought you were gonna
Block
throw
me
out
again.
something again.
There's only so many cards in my hand.
Man.
I know you're using them all up.
Okay, and then I'm gonna use this one, destroy a card on someone's island.
He threw out a kitten.
What? You blocked my cannon with a kitten! Fine. I don't want to play anymore.
Anything on your
I'm taking
turn.
these. There's none of them.
I'm
going
surprised that
home.
Larry's got all these things to block with. None of mine match.
All of mine were black attack cards.
I can't play anything, so.
Yeah, because you used all
You're
your
gonna
cards
take
blocking
these
my
two.
attacks.
Didn't and new ones come out?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Ooh.
And you just keep on playing until we run out of cards.
Okay.
Or until play all your cards.
Well, I
Which I
can't.
would have played all my cards if I didn't have to.
Can
block
I
all the
continue
cards.
to on this run? Can I like
Yeah.
get 5, 6, 7, 8,
You
9?
can add to the
If you had
run. You
time.
can split the run. You can get a set.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can rearrange your cards.
So yeah.
But yeah.
That is Rainbow Pirates by Goliath Games. Back to the table.
Hello, welcome back to the table. Melissa and I are talking about a game called Kids Chronicles, which has been out for a little while from Lucky Duck Games, the sponsor, one of the sponsors of today's video for the Saturday morning board game show. You might be familiar with the game Chronicles of Crime, which uses augmented reality. That basically you're using an app, plus you can go into scenes and look around, and you're using QR codes. Same idea, but more family friendly.
So I must say Chronicles of Crime is one of my favorite kind of mystery deduction games, and I like the interactivity there is with scanning the cards.
But in those games, you're talking about crimes and things things that happen, thefts and things like that. That's not what's happening in the Kids Chronicles version. Quest for the Moonstones is the original game, but we're talking about the new downloadable content, which is called the Portal Extra Adventure. I guess it's just called the Portal. I don't know, but this extra, it says the Portal Extra Adventure. So, so this is basically a sequel to the original game. So playing the Quest for Moonstones is actually very important because there's a lot of backstory to this new downloadable content.
And it would make sense because you have to have this box to play the downloadable one.
Yep.
So it would make sense that you would play the original adventure first,
Yep.
and then when you want more, go into the next one.
So in the app, which I've already opened, you can see that there are two scenarios. There's Portal Part 1, and then there's Portal Part 2. I've actually done a couple screenshots just to show you the very beginning of the story. You start, so this is a double-sided board. There's this ice sort of winter theme, and then the other side's more like springtime and things like that. In the Ice Palace where you start, Merlin has now retired, leaving you in charge of the region's security. There's no time to save your new position as the Empress of Winter has already summoned you to her palace as a matter of urgency. You slip on your mittens, grab your moonstones, that's the game, and head to the Winter Empire for your duties. Add the 4 moonstones to your treasure bag, which we've already done. I sort of set it up a little bit because I just went a little bit into the story, basically just a couple minutes in, and we're gonna just pick up and resume where we left off. So we've already talked to the Ice Queen, the Empress, whatever her name was, and this other guy who was actually in jail. Ooh. He wants us to get a key, which is over here. If you're familiar with Chronicles of Crime, sometimes if you know about information but you don't have the physical object, you can put that card in this area.
Kind of like a holding area.
Yeah, holding area, and then once you find it, you move it into your into your treasure bag. So we're up here talking to this guy, but I was going to show you the village.
Okay.
So basically this is like the augmented reality part. And when you click on this, you can look at what the village looks like. And hopefully you can see, oh, there's a guy, which we've already found. And he's by a little fruit stand, and you can see in here, can you see? Yeah, you can see that. You can see the village, and there's a stained glass window, so I guess that might be a church or something. So you can sort of look around and you're finding things that are in that location.
Do they correspond to the cards and stuff? So just kind of like Chronicles of Crime. I see this, I see that. Maybe I see a bucket or something, or food, something like that. Yeah. So you're calling out to other people. Okay, can you find this guy? So I've already placed the guy out here, and now you can interact with them. So I can scan the QR code, and it says, well, he already knows. I was already talking to him. So you need my help. So we're talking to the prince now. So we can ask him about other things. Oh, do you want to read that? My mother puts a lot of pressure on me. I can't wait until she's too old to rule, so I can have her place in a bigger room. He sounds like a brat.
It does.
She gave me a key, but I don't really want to keep it. I could give it to you in exchange for something.
Okay, so then we would go on the quest, find something that he might be interested in exchanging with. He's not going to want anything we currently have. We have
Here's
blueberries.
a shovel. Yeah, no.
He doesn't want the magic objects because he doesn't do magic stuff, and he doesn't want blueberries. He wants probably something very valuable that he would then give us the key for. We would keep going around to different areas on the map, looking to, basically
a quest.
Yeah, it's a little quest, and you're going on this sort of adventure, and you are encountering people, you're getting objects, and then eventually you're figuring out the point of the story. So I don't want to reveal too much, but if you like Chronicles of Crime and you have a family that would maybe...
it's definitely more family weight.
Yeah.
More adventure than probably mystery solving and grisly crimes and things like that.
So, yes. Lucky Duck has the downloadable content. You definitely do need the base box in order to play this new DLC. There's 2 new scenarios, basically part 1 and part 2 in the Portal adventure.
I'm just intrigued by this magic kitty.
Oh, the Moon Cat, yes. So, yeah, he helps you. He's a little helper.
Good.
So,
All right, I think we're ready to go back to the couch.
Welcome back. Today we're talking about Disney Sorcerer's Arena Epic Alliance's latest expansion, Leading the Charge. This provides 3 new characters to an already expansive universe. In the new one, we're getting Scar, Elsa, and Buzz Lightyear. So I think it's interesting that they put in a villain in with 2 seemingly hero characters in this one.
Yeah.
There are many expansions. We have a couple of the other expansions here, both Turning the Tides and Thrills and Chills. It is a 2-player, 1 versus 1 battle arena style game where you have 3 different characters that you are using their cards to try to knock your opponent out.
Yeah, so you have like three different decks that you build into a single deck.
Correct.
And they allow those characters to do different things on a battling map.
Correct. And we have lots of videos on playing Sorcerer's Arena. We will be doing even more videos this year with some of the new expansions. You should absolutely go back and watch them. We might have some of your favorite Tantrum House members dressed up in some pretty epic costumes. It's pretty good.
Jordan.
Absolutely. So far, what is your favorite character to play in Sorcerer's Arena?
So, I like the base game.
Uh-huh.
Has Aladdin in it.
Okay.
He's got some cool character
That street rat.
powers. The street rat. He can move around the board a lot and get some health back a little bit and doing certain things.
Very useful.
Getting your health back is very key in the game.
Yeah, I think one of my characters died very quickly. I think it was like Ariel. You always feel bad when like the little
Ariel's
princess
got, like,
dies really fast.
Not a lot of health.
But she can
Yeah.
give help to other people, I think.
Yeah, but she's quick to not be helpful anymore.
So I know you already talked about the 3 new characters.
Right.
Buzz Lightyear.
I said, I think it's interesting. They leading the charge, leading a group of people, but I understand Scar with the hyenas, but it's very interesting that I guess some of the others, you know, we do have a villain in Turning the Tide as well.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a theme. Like,
Yes.
well, I don't know about him.
Stitch.
He's a non-water person, so
But it
that's
was in a
interesting.
water, like...
Yeah, it was
theme.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But still, he specifically couldn't swim.
Correct. And the only additional, I forget what these are called. It's immobilized and
they've got-
invulnerable.
Yeah, extra conditions,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah, that's what it was. Conditions. That's the only. And then Scar has a permanent condition that stays the entire game. It's
What?
a constant ability.
That's cool.
What is his constant ability?
You can. I didn't.
I'm gonna look at it.
Yes.
But,
Constant ability, oppressive rule. Scar is on a crown space. Whenever a rival would recover health, they recover that many health -1 instead.
Yeah.
So
That's cool.
that is pretty cool.
Corley was asking about those epic costumes. Yeah, you have to check back on our live videos. Look up Disney Sorcerer Arena Tournament or something like that, and we have probably like 6 or 7 or 8 videos of us playing.
We did a
Bracket.
style playing. I was knocked out the first round, so
Yes.
Poor Katie.
I believe Sorcerer's Mickey and I forget who else made it to the
Sully.
final. And
Sully.
Sully made it to
Yes.
the final too.
Will and
Sorcerer
Chantel.
Mickey and
And actually-
Slayers.
Yeah.
Oh
well, you can still watch it to find out who battled it out.
I don't remember who won.
Yeah.
So.
And how many more videos? What's
Yep.
the plan to do these?
Yeah,
going
so
forward?
you'll be able to see some more videos of Tantrum House playing some of these head-to-head battles with some of the new characters in the coming months from the op, Disney Sorcerer Arena. So we'll definitely add a lot of these. It'll be fun.
Wonderful. So that is Disney Sorcerer's Arena Epic Alliances leading the charge, and we're heading back to the table.
Welcome back to the table. We are looking at Blazon from 25th Century Games. A blazon in medieval heraldry is the description that the heralds would have for someone's specific coat of arms. So my hereditary blazon is something like a field argent with a chevron sable, 3 bezants, something like that. So
And
basically,
if you know any of those words, you might know what it looks like.
basically you are taking those elements and putting them on a shield. So you have a field and tinctures for the different colors. Tinctures are basically the dye or pattern that is on the shield. The different things are made up of. And then ordinaries and charges are kind of the devices. So in the game, it's kind of laid out for you on this board here. You can do one of two actions on your turn. You can do this top action where you draw 2 cards from either the same or different decks, here and here. And then from those 2 cards, you can exchange with a market, which I did not lay out. So there's going to be
just
4
looking at it. No market here.
4 device cards and 4 tincture cards down here.
I think it's just 2.
Oh, and 2 tincture cards.
Yeah.
And then you just draw them into your hand. You can have up to 7 cards in your hand. Or you can actually do the Blazon action. I believe it's called Blazon. You can lay a card. Let's say I want to lay this 3 Infest. It has a point value of 2, so I would have to discard a card like this in Chief that also has a value of 2. Or I could discard this Roundel, which has a value of 4. It just has to be greater than or equal to. When you discard a card, like if I discarded this Roundel, which has 4, and I did it to lay this 3 Infest, which has a 2, the leftover 2 of that is just wasted. Each play is its own discrete action.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you're not wasting points.
So it's like a card for card exchange.
But what you can do is just keep laying as long as you have cards to do so. And I could lay this Roundel, which needs 4, by discarding 2 cards that add up to 4, these 2 2s, if that's thoroughly confusing. When you lay, you immediately gain the points for that. As you're gaining points, you will be moving your shield around your board, and there's every 10 on your board, you will hit this little waypoint. I don't know what to call it, but first person to get there gets a special achievement, animal achievement. It's worth an extra 2 points at the end of the game. Everybody else gets one of these ink wells, which allows them to do the special actions. I don't know if they're called ink wells in the game, but it's a little catch the leader thing. So these are bonus actions you can take in addition to your regular action anytime during your turn. So you can lay any card by only discarding a card with a value of 1 or more. So you could lay a 5 by only discarding a 1 instead of having to discard 5. Mm-hmm. You can draw a card from either the market or or the piles. Just draw a card, or draw a card from the discard piles, or you can wipe the market and start fresh in what your choices are there. Yeah. You also wipe the market if you ever have 3 of the same kind there. So if I had 3 of these arrangements out, I'd have to wipe the market as well. You do start with some cards. At the end of the game, as you're laying things, you are going to be achieving these things up here. I think they're called distinctions. And depending on the number of players, there's different sides to these. There are 5 of A, B, C, D, and E. So you play with 1 of each of the A through E. And you're just trying to achieve what's on there. So this one I would want 3 or more cards that are 1 point. Here I'd want 1 of each of these types of cards. Same here, and so on. Some of them have these, I think they're called achievements. Mm-hmm. They show up here on these cards. So like this one needs the cross swords. Are there any cross swords? No, there are not. But there are. This one needs fleur de lis. This has fleur de lis.
Keep in mind when you're there's like a ton of different ways you can get points, and you can't just put them anywhere. They have certain places they have to go on the board. Like the tinctures have to go in the tincture slots, but they can't be next to things that are identical to them. And depending on what you lay here, you can't lay other things. So you're constantly having to watch what you're putting down so that you can make those achievements but not mess yourself up. And then you can also lay cards over other cards. So like once you've achieved something here, you can start working on something else by laying cards over things you've already put there.
So the first person to get each of these cards gets more points than the later people that do them. But when they get those more points, they also give people these inkwells again to get the bonus mechanic action. And then you also score points if at the very end of the game you have the most of those achievement symbols on your shield. You gain points for any inkwells you didn't use, the animal achievements, if you fill up your whole shield, and if you didn't use your abatement token. Because the abatement token is like an optional rule. You can use it because you either have to have the whole row either in the top position or the bottom position, and you also have to have the cards match the symbols that are showing. You can use the abatement token to cheat. So, but you lose 8
basically
points
like
at the end
I
of the
made
game.
a mistake.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this and try to help myself out.
So that is basically the game. So there are some rules in here which are kind of fiddly. Like you can't have tinctures that have the same symbol in the top row or in these two here in this column. But it makes sense if you understand the rules of heraldry, which I only sort of do, because they have in tinctures, there are metals like gold and silver, there are red, blue, purple, etc., and there are patterns that are called furs, like the fleur-de-lis that you'll see in France. And those, you can't have like tinctures next to each other. So you would never have gold and silver touching or red and blue touching. It has to alternate what kind, and that's what this is trying to do here.
Ryan had no idea that this game was coming up, but he's been researching this type of thing for years. So it was like this game came up, and he's like, "This is my game."
I played this a bunch at TantrumCon. It was a lot of fun. So I mean, that's pretty much the game. I don't know if it's worth going into a round.
No,
But
I think
That's pretty much
fine,
it. Are we
fine.
ready at the couch?
We are ready.
All right.
So let's go back to the couch.
Hello, welcome back to the couch. We are showing a game called Fiction from a company called All Play. They used to be named BoardGameTables.com, but they have switched their name to All Play. And this is the box cover. It's a very small box. This is a game about it's like Wordle if you played that online game, but it takes it and twists it a little bit.
I am the librarian,
I love it.
L-I-E.
Yes, it's amazing.
Basically, my teammates chose a book.
Yep.
They chose Little Women
So
and
we
gave
have-
me a card.
We have
from
lots
it.
of books to choose from.
There were lots of words that were highlighted from a section of that book, and I chose one to be the word that they're trying to guess, so kind of like Wordle. I told them that there is an A in this word.
So we, just like Wordle, we're doing a 5-letter word. So Hannah and I chose the word stare, S-T-A-I-R.
A-R-E.
Sorry, A-R-E. And now Melissa's going to, on her screen, and you're going to be able to see this, Hannah and I can't see. Basically what Melissa's doing is putting what we have correct and incorrect with those letters, and then she's going to choose one of those letters to be the lie. Now, we already knew a part of the game is the librarian does have to give us one truth at the beginning of the game, and that is one of the letters that's in the word. And she told us that the letter A was in the word. So we put an A in our word.
Double checking.
So now what Melissa's doing is trying to figure out what lie she wants to tell, and then she's going to give us information. We're going to choose a new word based on that information, and we could ask about one of the letters in just a second, whether that was a fact or a fiction.
Oh, the logic deduction, but keeping track of what you think is the lie.
Right. And now
Oh, man.
we're going to have to, try and figure out this word from Little Women. So if you've memorized Little Woman, then you'll
You've
know.
memorized the whole book.
Just the 5-letter words, though.
Yeah.
Just the 5-letter words.
Of course. Why did I not do my homework
Yeah.
before I played this game?
All right, so you may or may not be able to see really closely by my thing, but I've written the correct answer on the
Oh,
top.
sorry,
Don't look.
I'm
don't
looking
look
at the comments.
You can't look at comments.
Fine. I can't look at comments. Someone else look at comments.
And then on the bottom section, I've written what I'm going to tell them, and I've circled what the lie is. So now I am adding.
So she's saying the S is not in the word. She's saying there's a T in the word, not in the right space. She's saying the A is in the word, not in the right space. Then she's saying there is the R. Sorry, there's no R.
Double-sided.
And there is no E.
So here is the question. Do you think it is better to tell people that letter isn't in the word as the lie, or it's in the wrong space as the lie, as the librarian?
I will look at comments while you all think about
what
what you-
logically And then this is where you have to play to the person too. What she would do. So do we get to ask a fact first?
Yep. No, we just ask her about a letter. She tells us whether
have
it's
those
fact,
tokens, actually.
whether it's fact or fiction. So do you think we should do?
You get 3 for this round.
But we only get one guess on this word. So what do you think? The
I would
ST.
like to know if that S is really
All right.
fact or fiction.
Is the S
S
fact?
or fiction? The S is fact.
All right. So
Excellent.
there's no S in the
So
word.
definitely, so we can try with the T and
So
A.
now-
Yeah. So now we do a new word. Let's change it up. Let's start the word with T.
So while they're thinking, normally you do a 10-minute timer, and either they're going to get 5 guesses this round, or when the 10-minute timer runs out, you do stop the timer while the librarian is doing their stuff with the board. So you only run the timer while they're making guesses.
Ooh, now
So they're
I
going to
get,
try to deduce.
Wait. And if you have any
Yes.
good guesses in the, they already know. Anybody else have a good?
Can we do match?
Yeah.
M-A-T-C-H.
Sure. We can do match. M-A-T-C-H.
Yes.
I'm gonna look at this side and laugh at y'all.
That's fine.
Excellent. We are so close. It gets so far
Push
away.
that down.
Okay.
Match.
All right. So
I like that.
I am going to.
It also
write
feels like a
the
good little
correct
winning word.
Doesn't it?
thing
So
Yeah.
here.
I do like the idea of I'm playing to the book, the classics book. What are the books that we can choose from?
So we have Little Women, Study in Scarlet. We have Great Gatsby, Wizard of Oz, Christmas Carol, Treasure Island, and we have 2 down there, Moby Dick and
Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice.
Ooh.
So I think we're just gonna do one more guess, and then we're gonna move to our last game.
Group game.
Group game. So no M. Oh, the A is supposedly correct now.
Supposedly correct.
It is hard to be the librarian. You wouldn't think it is hard,
Oh, yes, Ryan
but
played this.
we've played it a few times, and I think every
Trying
time
to keep track of the
we
lines.
have made a mistake on the very first clue.
Kevin did it
I
correctly
did
the
it
other
correctly.
night.
You
It
did?
worked, yes.
Wow.
Do
All right.
you lie on what is not the right letter,
All right,
or
well, so
where
we're
the
gonna ask
placement
about
is?
the-
What
The,
is
the
the better way?
placement. So, like, I told
You're
them
gonna
the
ask
A,
about
I never
the
let them
T?
know where the
Yes.
A was.
The T is fact.
Okay, so there is an A and there's a T in the word. So last guess, give us. Oh, they already know what the word is. Katie knows what the word is.
I do.
Jonah, do you know the word?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness! It's just me and you, Hannah.
It's you, it's y'all, and it's everybody.
All right, so we're gonna say.
Normally they would have a lot more guesses,
Right. This is our last guess, and then we're gonna move to our last game.
Talon? No. Is Talon an like Talon?
Sure.
I'm trying to think if there's even like a.
We can do that for fun.
Yeah, I mean.
All right, last one. Talon, Melissa.
All right, that is not correct.
I don't
Fine.
think it is.
So my lie on the first one
Yes.
was that there is an E
I
in
was
the
wondering
word.
about
I was
A.
wondering an E.
My lie on the second one is the A is not in the right spot.
Brilliant.
Oh.
Brilliant.
Okay, so let me guess then. So we have a T, an A, and an E in the word.
Mm-hmm.
No M. So we know there's no M, there's no C, there's no H, there's no R,
So I would think the A would now be probably second to the end,
or it could be in the middle.
or at the very
Wait,
beginning.
y'all are making another guess
oh,
after.
Yeah.
Oh,
After she's
this would
already
not.
told you?
This would
Right.
not normally be how the game
Yeah,
is
this
gone.
is not how it would, but I would think.
This is them
This is a
wanting to
hard
figure
word.
it out.
Is that
Yeah.
a hard word?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of that.
I
Is
think-
it a red one or a yellow one?
No, it's a yellow one.
Okay.
I would now maybe it starts with an A.
Mm.
Is there a word that starts
I
with
did
an
pick
A?
a really hard one.
Did you?
I could have picked like blank.
Well,
Can you give
we
us a clue?
we should move on to
All right.
our
You
family
can
face
word
off
it.
game.
All right, all right, just tell us the word.
The word was tweak.
Oh,
T-W.
that
No,
would
wait,
go.
count that one.
I told
No.
you that. That
Wow.
So how many chances do you have to guess?
So you have 10 chances
So-
total in the game. There's
Or 20 minutes. So if
Yeah.
you take a really long time, you might not get like your last guess.
Okay,
And then these tokens reset when you go to the next 5.
brilliant. This is awesome. We're playing this later today.
Sounds good.
Maybe at lunch.
Yeah,
I'm interested.
I'm like,
to see if I
I'm,
can figure it out.
I'm
too.
like, this is. I do love those puzzle
yeah.
word games.
Like Ryan said, we've played it a few times incorrectly, and they were very difficult when you do too
Don't
many
have the
lies
right
or
logic.
not enough lies. So, yeah, we can
All
speed it a
right.
little bit more.
Everyone can come
All
join
right, we're gonna scooch.
Most all the cards can go in there. Oh, sorry. I need a little one. And just give me the other cards. All right. Everyone's played this game yet, or no?
No, I have not played
Okay.
it.
this game, who is familiar with the Holderness family?
I am.
Family
I
Face-Off.
have. Yes, I have played this game.
Okay. You familiar with the Holderness family?
There is
No.
Are we gonna be?
Holderness family is
Are we
another
gonna be singing?
YouTube content creators.
You should tag him in this
they
video.
do funny videos.
They do fun videos. They were actually on Amazing
Oh.
Race.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
No
me and
spoilers. They were on Amazing Race.
And they, you can go check that season out.
oh yes, this was me and Ben. All right, ready to? Okay,
That's
go ahead.
right. So Family Face Off is a party game where you have 4 categories. You have and 2 teams.
Uh-huh.
So what are our 2 teams, guys?
We have an odd number of people.
So me, Melissa, and Amy are good. We got
We
this.
just do guys versus girls?
Well, Katie's. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Absolutely.
We have 4 categories. We have Find It, Act It, Face Off, and Guess It.
Do you want these where
Yeah,
the
yeah,
camera
yeah.
can
Sorry,
see?
thank you, Melissa.
I'm gonna go sit by Melissa.
So, I don't know. Can we play
There's room at the
Find
couch
It
for you.
here in this
Yeah,
room?
we can.
Okay.
So
Oh my. Okay.
we're going to say that.
We should definitely try each of the categories on here.
Okay.
Which way
I-
do you go?
So, Guess
Oh,
It.
we're switching. We don't know what we're gonna get.
Guess It, Act It, and Find It are very similar in that you are basically guessing things. Like there's a song and you're
Well,
guessing.
why don't
yeah,
we spin it?
Finding things.
We're gonna find out. We're gonna spin the
I'm
category.
good at these games.
It's
Face
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 off.
off. All right. Did we
It's
shuffle
on.
this? I don't know if they were shuffled or not.
I'm ready.
Oh.
So I do want to say that this is a family weight game. So it may be a little easy for all adults, but would work really well with families.
I was running all over your kitchen finding things.
All right. Do
Already
the
played it?
rules for
Yes.
face off,
Yes, we played it.
Kevin?
Rules for Face Off. So, is it a mental face off or a physical face off?
I'm gonna look at it. And then...
Yeah. Melissa's thinking, is it a mental or a physical? It matters.
I feel like it's.
So
All right. So if we do physical, it's 2 different people. 2 people from
you
each
and
team.
one other person from the guys' team, and mental is going to involve all players. Team's going to alternate back and forth. Like for instance, this example is category would be fruits, and you're facing off and just going fruit,
Oh,
back and
saying
forth.
different names of fruits.
All right, let me tell you what they both are, and then you all can decide.
Okay, fine.
So the physical face-off would be who can cross the most things on their bodies while standing up. Fingers, toes, legs, eyes all count.
Okay.
Oh
The
my.
mental face-off, which is all teams,
Yep.
is
All-
list places where you should not use your cell phone.
Ooh.
I'm gonna give a physical face off. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Kevin is the volunteer
Kevin
on
is
the
Oh, I
guys'
guess I'm
team.
volunteering.
Now the question is, if you stand up, can we actually see it?
I'll
We'll tell you. We can
In
stand
the camera,
behind the.
I will move
Can-
the camera.
Stand behind the couch.
I
Okay,
will,
Katie's gonna
I'm
move
gonna
the camera.
go move the camera so we
All
can
right.
see.
I
Is it
guess.
Melissa?
Do I
Maybe
have to
Katie.
do this?
Katie,
This one's on this one though.
What?
maybe take this
Yeah.
one so we still got
Yeah.
a bunch of you.
Okay,
Or this
okay.
This one.
Oh, yeah, we just
Try
use this one,
one.
Katie.
Try
We're
this
gonna use that
Try
one.
this
Oh yeah, still can't see us.
I'm gonna move.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
This
Can
way.
we-
Oh, it was.
Against the window, which is very bright.
Yeah.
The-
Or should we go?
You can go a little bit this way.
One of the questions
Yeah.
was
Glowing.
find
All
someone
All right,
to
here we go.
Glowing.
me and the other player.
Wow, getting those fingers ready. You see that?
All right, are we ready?
What about your toes? I can't see toes.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right,
All
here
right,
we
on
go.
your mark. Here's the timer.
I feel like you're looking
Flip the
across
timer,
the
Katie, or someone, Hannah. Flip
Yes.
the timer.
You can.
And
Go.
go.
All right, we've got.
Oh my.
Are we supposed to
Whoa.
be counting?
Eyes crossed.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7, 8, 8 on Melissa.
Don't fall over, you're crossing things. That's
I don't know how you count this.
Cross your eyes. Cross your eyes. Look at your nose.
Got 9 on Melissa.
I can't count it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm crossing my body.
Time it. We're almost there.
That's fine.
Okay, we got it. We have numbers 2-1.
Oh.
Not,
It was a
Melissa
tie.
had 9. I counted.
I had 9 as well.
Okay, so what happens in a tie?
Nobody
Nobody gets
scores.
one.
Nobody gets
Hey,
this.
All right,
All right.
Jonah.
What's up?
Jonah's crossing his hands too.
Let's do another one. Come on, do it again.
Oh,
Face
Come on,
off.
you do
Another
face off.
face off?
Yep.
Oh boy.
What do I do? I can pick?
Yeah.
Yep.
pick one of
Physical
these.
or mental?
Mental face off for sure.
Okay.
So this is team versus team.
Okay. We just go back and forth
Yep.
until someone is out.
Yep.
Is there
is there a timer in this
Yep.
one?
is there a spokesperson?
Oh no, it's
No,
just, like it is
it's
until one
different.
player remains. Oh,
Okay.
one player.
So
it's
it's
alternate naming.
each
If a
person
player takes
on
too
it.
long to answer, be saying that player's eliminated.
Okay.
Has to be something that hasn't been said yet.
Okay.
So
you
Melissa,
go
you'll
through the
start for
whole
us.
team.
We're just gonna go like this all the way
Yeah,
around.
Yep.
share the whole team.
Okay, it's list movies about Christmas.
Okay.
Okay.
Are y'all
me?
starting?
You want me to start?
Yeah.
Live the timer.
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Miracle on
No,
34th
it's just
Street.
when people get out.
Elf.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Home Alone.
4 Christmases.
Grinch.
Die Hard.
That's not about
That's a Christmas movie. That's a Christmas movie. Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. That is a Christmas movie. That is a Christmas movie. That's a Christmas movie. Let me know in the comments. Is that a Christmas movie?
Home Alone.
Home Alone was already said.
I totally would.
No, it's
It's
Kevin.
Okay,
Kevin. You have
Christmas
to
story.
What's the train one? North Polar Express.
There we go.
What? White Christmas?
Yeah.
Rudolph.
Home Alone 2.
Oh.
Wait.
Back to Jonah.
Home Alone 3.
I'm out.
So it's you.
Do we do Rudolph yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
Holiday
We're up.
Affair.
Holiday Affair.
It's an old one.
Oh.
All right, it is out.
What was I thinking?
Amy's the
The
last.
Santa Claus?
Ooh.
Don't.
The Santa Claus 2.
Yeah, I was like, there it is.
Jack Frost.
We're out.
You have to go.
We're
No,
out.
I'm
Claus 3.
I'm in the Claus. It's on Netflix.
Oh, that's true.
Oh,
Yes.
Klaus.
Oh,
Klaus.
that's okay.
Sorry.
Harry
Where?
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
It's got
Get out of here.
Larry's turn.
The Santa Clauses?
Where's all my Hallmark love
That's a
stories?
TV show.
Yeah, TV
Oh,
show.
okay.
Sorry, Larry's out.
Larry's out.
Your turn
Christmas
again.
with the
Oh,
Cranks.
no,
My turn.
Yeah.
Again. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
come
Oh my
on.
goodness. These are not.
Challenge me.
Christmas with the Cranks.
There you go.
Okay, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban.
These are not Christmas.
There are Christmas scenes in them.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. If Die Hard.
Takes place completely at Christmas, whereas
Thank you.
those
It's a whole different world. Maybe they celebrate Christmas.
Die Hard is about a man trying to reconnect with his wife at Christmas. Harry Potter is not about Christmas.
Bruce Willis
Thank you.
himself says it's not a Christmas movie.
Oh man.
So,
I'm
like, I don't know.
Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix.
Yeah.
All right. I think we probably lost.
You
They laughed when
know.
they said Die
We need a different category.
All right, act
it.
it. All right, it's Hannah's turn?
I guess so.
Hannah.
I'm doing something.
So you're gonna
Oh,
act.
I have to do these all, right?
All right, go. Yeah, that's our camera. Hannah, get the hand.
I have to do as many as I can, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go to the other
Excuse me.
camera.
All right.
Hannah.
Excuse me.
This is girls are gonna guess.
We're gonna
like-
we're
Can
gonna
we make it go
watch
this way?
Hannah.
Okay.
Right. This is like
Why
charades.
am I doing this?
Yeah, right back there.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Tell me
Go a
when to
little bit
go.
To your right. Let's
Go
see
that
right.
way.
In front of the shelves.
Yeah, shelves.
Not the, yeah.
All right, go for it, Hannah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Skipping hopscotch.
Hopscotch. Licking
Smelling
your shoes.
Smelling your
stepping
toes,
in
stinky
your
feet.
doggy doo-doo.
Stinky
Stinky feet.
Smelling your shoes.
Stench.
I don't know.
Toe odor, feet odor,
Foot fungus.
Yeah.
stinky
Toe.
toe.
Foot. Smell.
Switch to the other one.
Sniff. Toe.
I don't know. We got nothing.
Walking a tightrope.
Skiing. Water skiing.
Going away.
So timer's out.
Timer's out.
I can't even. How do you?
All right.
You
So
had
now-
to say smelly shoes.
Oh wow. All right.
Smelling
How many did you get?
shoes.
Two. All right. So now it's the guys' turn. We have to do the. So the game is
my.
it's team versus team. So in this category, the girls did theirs, and now the guys are going to try and do the same category and beat two. You guys ready? Larry, Jonah, here we go. Here we go. Are we ready? Timer?
All right, and go.
Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Picking your nose. Picking your friend's nose. Picking your neighbor's nose.
Swimming.
Sleep. What?
Belt.
Sword.
Sword fighting. Sleep fighting. Fencing.
Pillow fight.
Starting a lawnmower.
Mowing the lawn. Tying a tie.
Oh,
They had easy ones.
yeah.
Smelling shoes.
Smelling shoes.
That was, you had to be specific.
Turning what? Turning on the water?
Washing dishes.
Oh. Changing the channel. Watching TV.
Oh my.
Yeah. It's a rough one.
Oh, taking a shower.
And time.
We beat
Oh.
two.
Just stop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You didn't have to
Oh.
guess smelly shoes.
I'm gonna switch to the other one.
Yeah, but I wasn't figuring how did I do water skiing was pretty tough too.
I got that one pretty fast.
Yeah, but I was because I was like I was
All right.
afraid I was
So
gonna, like,
basically,
ski.
that's 1
Yeah.
point per
Yeah.
card. Is
1
that
point per card.
Oh,
What?
you win. So, game
All
over.
right, guess it.
All right, Katie.
Hey, I got some more
All right.
Christmas movies.
I don't know how to do this one.
All right.
Try to get your
So
team
there's
to
words that say
correctly
blob
fill in the blobs of well-known song lyrics. If there are
Oh.
2 blobs,
Gotcha.
you must get both to get the point. Singing helps.
So I'm going to sing,
Wait, you
and I'm
can't-
going to sing the word blob
You are.
instead of the actual
And if
words.
they say the right word, then you.
And I continue on until.
And you,
keep
yeah, do
going.
more cards.
And the number
okay.
of cards.
I don't just flip it over and use the other side.
No.
One
So
per-
one, you choose.
All right,
what
here we
side.
go. If you're blob
Happy.
and you know
Clap
it,
your
blob
hands.
your
Yeah,
hands.
clap your hands.
Happy
Happy
clap.
clap.
You ain't nothing but a
Hound
blob
dog.
dog. I got a pocket full of
Sunshine.
And I
We'll always love
you. Oh, wait a minute.
You can always do the other way.
To the other side.
Let me do the other side. Ba ba blob sheep have
Black sheep. Black
Yeah.
Do
sheep.
you have any wool?
I came in like a
Wrecking ball.
Blah. Oh, wait a minute. Let me think about how this
Go to the other side. Other side.
Okay.
Come in and shake it.
Sweet blah.
Caroline.
Good. Yep.
Blah.
Somewhere
But over the rainbow.
blob. Now,
Time.
this one will do. Watch me blob. No,
Now watch me. Now watch me wet. Now watch me day day.
My turn? Oh boy.
Okay.
So we would get, I think,
Everything but
a
the last
point.
one. Yes.
The one I
point.
couldn't figure
How
out
many
was
did they get?
Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It was like, I suddenly can't figure out how that one sounds at all.
All right. How many did you guys get?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You have to get at
Oh,
least
man.
All
9.
right. You ready?
Go fast.
Let me go.
Make sure you
Okay, go.
tap that timer.
You can stand under my blah.
Umbrella.
Yep.
Kevin.
Whoa, don't know that one.
Yes.
Oh, how does it sound?
Go ahead. Keep going. You got
Don't
this.
go chasing
Waterfalls.
Yeah. You can sing it.
Kevin, can you get one?
I've been blob on a blah. Wait, that's not how the song goes.
The other one.
I
don't
will
know.
blob on a blob.
Oh, it's blob rain, blob. Yeah, that is how.
Mint. Raining mint.
Blob rain. It's
Purple rain.
Yeah.
Ryan's a guy.
Oh, what is happening? I've never heard.
The itsy bit.
Spider went up the water spout.
You just
Bam.
keep like
Got
singing
that
it and
one.
hope you get the word.
Yeah, head and shoulders.
Knees and toes, knees and toes, knees and toes.
Yep.
Quick.
Oh man. Blob goes the weasel.
Up goes the weasel.
One more.
Time.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
Wow.
1, 2, 3.
So the
Jackson
one he
5.
couldn't think of was I've been living on the railroad.
It's amazing how those simple songs are the hardest
times I
ones
had
to
to sing
think
that
of.
movie.
I thought the other one was purple
And
rain.
then-
I was like,
Just
I don't know.
Alright, do you want to do one find it?
We're gonna do one find now. In the regular game, we're just having fun here, but in the regular game, the first team to 20 points wins.
Oh, we won.
So,
Yeah, I don't think so.
well, the mental face-off is 3 points.
Amy,
for
would
the
you like
team
to
who
find
won.
it, or whoever's?
I guess Amy's finding it.
All right, Amy.
So here's the
No,
thing.
there's one person who reads it and then the rest of the team does it.
Yep.
Oh.
All right. Amy, you reading or finding? So wait, basically it's going to be finding things in the house. Like
Sorry,
find
Will.
something with the color green, and you're.
Just to run and touch it.
Just one thing? Oh, you just touch
So,
it.
do we want 2 team members on the other camera?
I'm good enough.
Melissa and I will stay here.
Well,
Or you want me to get here?
Find
I'll
the
go.
game on the
You
couch.
stay here.
Find games? Is it all games?
but
or is it
no,
other
it's
stuff?
like
Could be random
stuff.
things.
Oh, I'll do it.
Well, it's just the girls
Oh,
now,
perfect.
and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we would do the
okay.
guys.
You're doing it
I
next.
won't do
We're
it.
doing just
I-
this room?
Yes, just
No,
this
we can
room.
do whatever you want.
Okay, well then
Wait a
someone needs
minute.
to go by that
Just
door.
this room, or and you have
By
to
the
bring it
door?
in. My house is for.
If it's the whole house.
I mean, if they're
then-
gonna ask for like a fork, we need to be able to leave this room.
All right. This
I
is,
hope Will and Sarah are watching.
this is the last category.
Yeah, we're in their house.
I could scream it if I find it.
I need to move this so I don't
Do
trip
I
over it.
have to have it in hand?
No, you just have to touch
Okay.
it and we yell that we have it.
Okay. Here we go.
Got the timer ready?
Yes. And go.
2 items that rhyme.
Rhyme. Oh my. Oh my.
That's a hard one.
All right.
Wait.
Game is over already.
Something that starts with the letter R.
All
Try
right.
that one instead. I didn't
Yeah.
realize there
Come
was.
on, there's got to be a game up there.
Rainbow! Something that can be scratched. Scratch yourself.
You're back. You're back. You're back. Come here.
Something that makes you laugh, Katie.
Jonah.
Something that lights up. The lights.
Something like.
Something you put on a table. The
Wait,
lights.
wait.
You gotta touch them.
You
touch
can't
the
do it. You're just
Ah.
saying
The
it.
laptop.
Yeah.
The light.
Cheating.
Okay. Something that starts with the letter W.
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 Window. The window.
The
Push
window. The window.
Something made of wood.
Table. Table.
Well, that's not made of wood.
Table
There you
legs.
go. Something that's the color yellow.
Yellow.
The tabletop
First
stick.
contact.
Something your partner or parent wished you used more.
My cell phone. It's telling me all the time I gotta have it.
Stop. All right, I'll read it. Jonah.
Do we-
It's true. It's true. It's there.
9.
Ryan
Do
installed
we need the
Google
reading
speakers in our
person,
house
like,
so he
can
can talk to
people
me
hear
when I
it?
don't
Are
have
you
my
near a
phone.
mic?
I can be near Mike.
Yeah, stay either here or there.
I thought they had to bring it.
Is this mic okay, Ryan, if I use this one?
Centralized.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, here we go, guys. Are you ready?
Oh,
We're
man.
ready. How many did I get?
9. I heard.
Supposedly.
Unless you're gonna be doing that.
Yep.
This is for
Amy
the game.
cheated.
This is for the win. I'm too.
All right. On your mark, get set, go. Find something that can tickle you.
Tickle you.
Tickle yourselves, what, guys?
This happy
Yeah.
salmon.
There we go. Find something that tells time.
Oh, my watch.
Find something that keeps you warm.
Warm.
A shirt.
There we go.
Literally, my shirt keeps me warm.
Find something that you can sit on.
Chair.
Kevin's picking the easy ones.
Find something that can hold a lot of things.
Calyx.
Calyx.
Nice.
Lots
Yeah.
of games.
Find something that starts with the letter S.
S.
Scooby Doo the board game.
Nice.
Oh.
Find something that is made of metal.
Metal. Hair.
Yeah, it's
Very
not-
nice.
Isn't that metal?
Yep. Computer is.
Find something that you can fold.
Fold.
Mm,
A laptop.
the Game Talker from Game
Oh,
Talkers
yeah.
DLC, our sponsor for the episode.
Find
No.
something with the letter N. N.
N.
Woo.
Oh, just with the letter N? Or does it start?
Starts with the letter N.
Oh,
Starts.
man. What are?
Wow.
Dun, dun, dun,
In.
dun, dun, dun.
What? Are there no
Got a lot
games
of
here?
N's.
Your neck. Done. Time.
How many did we get?
2, 3, 4,
That
5,
last one
6,
was
7, 8.
not counting.
Nine.
It was
9.
9.
9.
Time. All right.
Yes.
All right.
Goodness.
So this is a game that you can see is lots of fun. Family face-off. It can play as many players as you want from the Holderness family. I believe you can just go on their website and buy it, or on Amazon or things like that. So, yeah, if that sounds fun, check it out.
Oh, nose was another one that people
Oh,
were
no.
saying for N.
Yep.
Yep.
There's obvious ones.
Yep.
It's your time.
No.
I mean, just look at board games like there's not a letter N letter board games. So, well, we went a little long, but it was fun playing Family Face Off with you all, or at least watching us do it. So,
Crossing.
yes.
That was a
Thank you all for joining us, and we have lots of things happening on our channel this week. I know we have a live playthrough coming Thursday night, so come join us for that at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if not then, come back next month for the next Saturday morning board game show.
Bye.